Okay, Ninja Kid 14, Chapter 6. We gathered around Charlie and her laptop. Should we get some snacks to eat while we plan? Kenny asked. I'm always up for a feast, said Harry, but maybe now is not the time. Something tells me I'm going to regret inviting you guys along, said Kayru, shaking his head. Can I explain the plan now? Charlie asked. The Croc Gang's hideout is surrounded by the most high-tech fences I've ever seen. So it's fully electrified? Harry asked. Worse than that. There's laser cannons around the whole fence, Charlie said. Each cannon has a motion sensor. The sensor, it detects movement. It fires a deadly laser, Charlie explained. Is there any way to turn the laser cannons off? I asked. There's a power switch, said Charlie, but it's inside the hideout. How do we get inside to switch the laser cannons off if the outside is guarded by the laser cannons? Kenny asked. May have a solution, I said. If we can find a vantage point higher than the hideout, we can use the grappling hook from H-Dude's backpack as a flying fox to get over the fence without being detected by the sensors. Excellent idea, Ninja Kid, Charlie said. You could take off from here. Charlie pointed to a large hill opposite the old warehouse. Sounds like Ninja Kid and H-Dude are volunteering to be our roof guys, Kayru said. Bring it on, said Kenny. I love flying foxes. And I love your enthusiasm, Harry said. Once you tour on the roof, said Charlie, you'll need to locate the air conditioning shaft. The shaft leads to the control room. Inside, there are 2 power switches for the security fence. Both switches need to be flicked at exactly the same time, and they're too far apart for one person to reach. I explained. That's why you need 2 of us. Here's the switches down here. And make sure you don't touch the floor of the control room because attack cannons will shoot you, Charlie said matter-of-factly. That is a good reason not to touch the floor, Kenny exclaimed. Once Ninja Kid and H-Dude turn off the fence security, the outside lights will shut down, said Charlie. Kayru and Harry will then scale the back fence and climb into the building via the garbage chute. It'll be a tight squeeze. We'll be all right, Harry said, sucking his tummy in. The garbage chute leads to a waste room in the middle of the hideout. Charlie said, again, don't touch the floor. Let me guess, more attack cannons? Kayru said. Bingo, replied Charlie. Once you're out of the chute, you'll climb the wall, then crawl upside down across the ceiling, holding onto the beams. Like a gecko? Said Kenny. Ninja Kid's backpack is in the vault room, Charlie said. Hopefully, that's where the gem is too. The room is protected by hundreds of lasers. Charlie continued. If a laser hits you, it'll split you in half. Ouch! Kenny couldn't help exclaiming. Are the laser beams visible? Kayru asked. No, answered Charlie. That's why you'll need this. Charlie reached into her bag and pulled out. What do you think? A bag of flour. It's a bit weird. Strange time for baking, I said. It's not for baking, Charlie said. That's a shame, Kenny said. I'm starving. If you throw the flour around the vault, said Charlie, you'll be able to see the laser beams clearly. Oh, I have a huge problem with this part of the plan, Harry said. Flour makes me sneeze. I'll be a spluttering mess. Then we need to switch the teams up, Charlie said. Harry and H-Dude will zip line to the roof. Ninja Kid and K-Roo will take the garbage chute. Fine, I'll go with Ninja Kid, K-Roo said. Then we'll see who's really up for the job. That sounds like a challenge, I replied with a smile. We'll see who's better, K-Roo said. Once you've used the flour to dodge the lasers, said Charlie, you'll reach a laser wall. A laser wall. The wall is charged by millions of laser beams, she continued. If you make the slightest contact with it, even a single hair or fingernail touches it, it will cook you from the inside out. Like you've just had a haircut, Ninja Kid said to Kenny. There's a small gap between the top of the wall and the ceiling, Charlie replied. I don't know how, but one of you will need to fit through it to reach the lever that shuts down the lasers in the vault. Then how do we open the vault? I asked. Leave that to me, K-Roo said. Ninja Kid's backpack and hopefully the space gems should be in the vault, Charlie said. I hope so, Kenny said. Our grandma invented that backpack. So how do we all get out? Kenny asked. Same way you came in, Charlie said. I'll keep a lookout from the hill. It's an excellent plan, Charlie, I said. As long as we stay away from those lasers and don't get fried, zapped, scorched, or even slightly singed, Kenny added. Follow our lead and I'll guarantee we'll come out of this completely uncooked, K-Roo said. End of chapter 6.